Hey, what's up everybody, and welcome into another VR accessibility overview. And this one is for Startenders, intergalactic bartending, developed by Froggy Box and published by Yogscast. This is for the for PC on Steam for PCVR. It is on the PS5 for the PSVR2, which is what I am currently on, as well as it is on the MetaQuest platform for the Quest 2, 3, 3S, and Pro. So, pretty much no matter what you're on, you should be able to get a hold of this game and give it a go if you wish. Now, I'm going to start by saying you kind of start at this angle when the game boots up. It's not going to be centered. It's not going to immediately put everything in front of you. It's going to be a little bit off to the left, which is a bit weird, but I don't know why. Now, you're also going to see, in terms of accessibility, you're going to see this bar. So, pretty much, if you're super tall and standing, if you just have a really big chair, what have you, you can adjust it. And pretty much every surface or station that you interact with in this game will have a bar to do this, which is good, which is very good. Now, you're like, okay, well, I start at an angle. What the heck do I do? You turn, you'll pick one of these, like, save profiles. Save profile 1. I've completed 5 shifts, yada, yada, yada. And then you'll hit start. And again, you're going to look like you're not centered, but don't worry about it. You're going to go through... Don't mind my hand. You're going to go through a whole story thing with this robot, and you're not going to be able to move. The only movement you're going to be able to do is you're going to be able to lean. Yeah, this is leaning. That's it. That's all you're going to be able to do. Now, once he would be done talking and all that stuff, you will be able to do a little bit more. You can turn with the right stick and all that. That's the default. And he'll also tell you to hit this thing on your wrist. It's a little watch. And that is going to open up your settings. Now, if you go to the first, you have accessibility. You pick your dominant hand. Essentially, whichever hand you pick as your dominant, in my case, it's my left. The watch is going to go on the opposite wrist. So, I also can barely turn my wrist, my right wrist. So, it's kind of iffy, but it works. So, do keep that in mind. That's, I think, really all that it changes. Is what wrist the watch is on. Now, this setting, easy reach. I am still trying to figure out what this actually is doing. I have yet to notice any difference, and I've tried playing the game, as I usually do when I'm testing, without really moving my arms much, as if, as if somebody else in maybe a wheelchair or a regular chair has their arms on an armrest and they can't really move them much if they could still play. I was assuming that's what Easy Reach did. It does not, but I have yet to notice what it is actually supposed to do. You can set your height. I'm just going to kind of reset it. It seems to go back every time that you boot up the game. Don't know why. Just set it. And then you got 2. You can have it rotate on teleport movement. Aside from this lean, Teleport movement is your only movement. You can set the snap turn type to origin, off, which I guess is basically if you're turning physically. Either you're standing or you have like a swivel chair, like an office chair. And headset, that one seemed kind of funky to me, but it's just preference at the end of the day. If we go into here, you do have languages: English, French, German, Spanish, Japanese, Korean. That's a good amount. I'd say that's a good amount. Probably not all of them, but it's a fair amount. You can turn off the Robo Dude's voiceover when he's idle. I just have his dialogue turned down, or all dialogue turned down for this video. Subtitles, you can turn on or off. And all of that if you find it annoying. And then here are your controls. Obviously, the controller and the buttons prompts will be different depending on what you're on. Whether you're on, have like an index, you have a Quest 2, Quest 3, what have you. Playing on PCVR or standalone, but I'm on the PSVR2. But you have your snap turning, that is the right stick. Leaning with the left stick, use, thumbs up, which you need to be able to do to hold both the grip and the trigger down at the same time. Grab with just the grip, and then the teleport with either X or square or A or X if you're on Quest or an Index or pretty much any other VR headset, because they all seem to use the Xbox method. But hold one of those buttons wherever you look. As soon as you let go, that is where you will go. There's not a ton more to this. A lot of it is just kind of like, hey, mess around with stuff. You can go over to here. It's all your in-game goodies and all that. Put things together and all of that. And then I will maybe quickly show you what some stuff. We'll just turn the timer off and have a go at it. You will have to do this and hold forward, grab it and go forward and hold it to then be able to launch. This is where you are at. Pretty much the entire, this is the game. You will need to reach. It sucks. I had to mention it in my notes as well. You will need full reach to be able to do all of this. I know it's definitely not cool. I wish it wasn't like this. Wait, which one? What you want? Oh, you want the pickle? But yeah, to do all of this, you will need to be able... Okay, I did that. That goes back up by itself. You don't need to entirely worry about it. Oh. Wait, did I do that one? Okay, and then... He wants it cold! Take this, boom, and go over here. And you will go like that. He's happy, and then you go over to this guy. And this is the game. There's also this freezer over here. This wall that kind of looks like the wheel out of The Price is Right. The way you deal with it. You have this as well. And then you have the recycling. When a thing's empty, throw it away. It'll get refilled. Any of the stuff from over here. But yeah, you will not really be able to do much in this game from like having your arms be stationary or not able to move much. So sadly, unless you have that like full crazy extension, you will not be able to really do much about it. Which kind of sucks, but I guess it is what it is. But yeah, that is the game. Like that, that is Startenders Intergalactic Bartending. I'm trying not to ramble on. I just wanted to mention the main things about the accessibility or lack thereof, depending on what you need. It may or may not have it. Now, if, let's say, you want the controls changed, whether you're on the PS5, if you're in the PSVR2 and you go into the accessibility settings on the PS5, the controllers will come up. You can remap them. If you are on Steam, you of course can go into the community bindings and make a profile or find one that works for you. If you are on a MetaQuest headset, you of course can go into the settings on the headset itself and go in there and rebind the controllers to work for you. Mind you, on any of these, the in-game button prompts will still be the default of what they are normally in the game. They will not change. So you will just have to remember what button you put to what. But yeah, hopefully this helped you or somebody that you know who maybe they want to play this. Maybe they want to play some Startenders and they didn't know if it would be accessible to them or not. Hopefully this did the job. I hope. I'm not always the best, but you know, hey, things happen. We'll just show here. But yeah, if you enjoyed this and it helped you, please think about giving it a like. I will try and get more videos up in a more timely fashion. I sometimes burn myself out. I do apologize. But that is what this channel is about, is VR accessibility. And maybe occasional VR live streams where I just play a game. But yeah, let me know if this helped you. Or it helped somebody you know. Give them the link to the, not the video. I mean, unless you want to. But this video, the link to this video, as well as the text notes for it, will be in the Google spreadsheet. I have a giant spreadsheet. This is it has links to all the overview videos, including this one. This is actually number 95. And I believe this will also be my 131st set of notes, I think. So a lot of games. A lot of games have been played. A lot of games have been tested. Notes have been taken. Videos have been made. Everything is easy to find on that spreadsheet. It's all in alphabetical order and separated by letter. So you will be able to find any notes, any links. All of it will be there. You don't have to go searching through YouTube or any of that stuff. But yeah, if you know somebody who can make use of that, give them that link. It's always at the top of the description. And if it could help you, there you go. It's down at the top of the description. And yeah, I gotta quit talking. I'm gonna start rambling. But thank you for watching. Hopefully you have a great rest of your day or night whenever you happen to be watching this. And I will see you later. All right. Bye.